Hi guys, and welcome back. It's your man MD Osha. So today we'll be doing the translation and meaning of Asake and Wizkid MMS. So this song has a lot of deep meaning, regarding life, and also lots of spiritual meaning. So we'll be diving in deep to understand, this song between Asake and Wizkid. So guys, on the first line on the intro, so Ashake started and said, see this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro. You gotta understand what you're doing. You need a direction, bro. This is deep. It also summarizes his life. And, that last line where he said, you need to have a direction, which is very important in life, for one to be successful. You need to know, you need to be focused and know what you really want out of life. And it also talks about Ashake's life, how he was able to, focus on music or entertainment. Before Ashake really became famous, he did a lot of stuff. He did dancing, he did comedy, and a lot of stuff, before he really became, famous as a musician. So that was what he was trying to put out there. Like, you need to have a direction. If you're gonna be a musician, fine, be a musician. Oyè ọlọun, oyè ọlọun, gbogbo nkan mà lóyè ọlọun. So yeah, simply means God understands, and God understands everything. So in the next line, he said in Yoruba that kí la mú wáyé, kò sóhun tá mú wáyé, kò sí nǹkan tá máa mú lọ. Or so what that means is, what did we bring to this life? And in the second line, he said kò sí nǹkan tá mú wáyé. That is, he was replying himself that we brought nothing to this life, and we are not going to take anything out of this life. So it's a deep meaning, and it was talking to people, that you should take life easy. You know, you should really take life easy. You understand? And we didn't bring anything to this life. We are not taking anything out of this life. So on verse one, Ashake started. He said, "Once upon a time, once upon a time, when I just a try, when I just a try, when I drop a song, I go need to dance." It started like he was telling a story once upon a time. And when he was struggling, when I did try, when he was struggling on the streets, trying to make ends meet, and he said, when I drop a song, I go need to dance, which means that he was the one dancing to his own songs back then. So on the next line, he said, I did waka kuru kere, I did pay my price. So what he meant here is, you know, the effort it takes to really make your dream come true, you have to pay a lot of sacrifice. So what he meant here was I did waka kuru kere, that means he was walking all about. Then and he said I did pay my price, which means that while walking about, while hustling, he was paying his price, he was paying his dues, you know, just to become successful. And the next line he said, then I find a sound among all the sounds. So what that means is he was able to discover a sound that was unique to him. You understand? Which is the Ashake we know today. And the next line he said, I no get a name, I no sing a sound. Sound, Mr. Money sound. So what he meant there was after he was able to discover himself, to discover his kind of music, he didn't have a name for it, but he just know that it's a sound, and he gave it like Mr. Money sound. I be like militant, military match up my enemies. So what he meant there was he was like a military man, a soldier who stood and fought and conquered his enemies. He matched his enemies. So that's what he meant. Vigilant, vigilant, forgive me, Lord, I did on your mercy. So what he meant here was he was vigilant, and he was asking God to forgive him, and he's under his mercy, he's under his grace. when you're on the streets, there's a lot of things, you know, you could have done or committed. Next line, he said, life e no easy. I know e no easy. You guys to dey take am easy. So he was trying to say like, okay, life ain't easy and you just have to take it easy on yourself. So after Ashake's first verse and the chorus, we moved into Wizkid's verse. So Wizkid came in and started by saying, Babilahi Taofiki gan, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run for my city gan. So Wabi or Fiki Gun, I had to go check because I didn't know the meaning of that word. So I had to quickly do a Google search, and it was an Arabic word in the Quran, and the meaning is Allah or God is the one who brings success in any matter or on whom we depend for help and success. So it means may Allah bring success to you, to us, and I hope that Allah brings success to you and us. So that was a very lovely verse Wizkid used to start there, you know, saying prayers and stuffs like that. Dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run for my city, and Wizkid was grateful that he came out from Lagos because Wizkid, started his music career in Lagos. Joe Elegba. If you've had Wizkid's song Ojo Elegba, Ni Ojo Elegba. So Wizkid started singing from Ojo Elegba, Surulere. You know, if you run from who you are, man, waiting go be, man, is cast in stone. This is a very deep uh, lyrical vibe. For that first part, when he said, you know, fit run from who you are, that means you can't run from who you are. It's deep, which means that what will be. You are here for a purpose. You're in this life, for a purpose, and you can't run from that. You just have to find that purpose. You feel me? So on the next line, he said, "Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tá wà sánlé o, mo wáre títí mo dẹ̀ ṣámí o." So what that means is he was grateful to God that he left home. Mo wáre títí mo dẹ̀ ṣámí o. So what it meant is mo wáre, ire is blessing. So he's like saying he looked for blessings and he got it, and he said Ami. Ami is like a force, like yes, like a blessing. So when you say Ami, Ami is like a force to confirm something. The next line he said, Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tó kó mi yọ, ká dẹ̀ máa ṣe ohun tá lè ṣe ká dẹ̀ máa yọ̀. So that verse meant he was grateful to God who protected him, through the trials, tribulation as a musician. And the next line he said, "Kadema ṣeun ta lè ṣe kadema yọ̀." So what that meant is let's, do what we can and let's be happy. Okay, kadema yọ̀, let's be happy. Oye Ọlọ́run, my mama leave me here, long. So Wizkid lost his mom in the year 2023, and he's kind of reminiscing, to that. Lost myself and I find my purpose. When his mom left, it affected him a little bit, and later he was able to, come back and realize himself. It's a line that reflects, pain of losing a mother, and how that pain led him to finding his purpose in life. But I'm still like wondering like which purpose Baba define, you understand? I don't understand which purpose Baba still define. Yeah, every day I know that I am blessed. Tonight me go jolo me. Oh. So what he meant there was, you know, he's counting his blessings and he's grateful where he said, yeah, every day I know that I am blessed. And Wizkid continued and said, tonight we go jolo me. Oh. Yeah, Jeka jolo me. Oh. So what he meant there is, tonight we're gonna have fun, we're gonna party, yeah. So that's what he meant. So on the last line he said, Nothing man no face, vibe today. This kind things in our life we dey. So, it was still reminiscing and, reminiscing his struggles. And it was vibe today was like saying, live in the present, forget about the past, bygone is bygone, and, focus on today and focus on the future. Then he said, the last line, he said, this kind of things in our life we did that. Yo, this is life, man. Shit happens, you understand? Shit happens. So just leave and move on.